Hi everyone and welcome to my December TBR. I can't believe we're in December, that's so shocking. I'm gonna try and keep this really short. My lighting is terrible, so I've had to turn on the lights. If you want to know all about that, watch my Vlogmas episode tomorrow, because you'll find out why I've been caught out by the light yet again. So I've got a list of 11 books that I want to read in the month of December, and I'm not sure I'll get to them all, but it doesn't matter if I don't. There's not many that are desperate to read ones. So the first one is I want to finish up a couple of books that I'm currently already reading. So the first one is Hidden Bodies by Caroline Kepnes, and this is the sequel to You, which is a book about a stalker, and it's told in second person, and it's one of my favourite books of the year, definitely. I got the sequel off NetGalley and I'm so excited. I couldn't believe it when I saw it on NetGalley, and it doesn't come out until February, I don't think, but all the same I really want to crack on with it and get it done because I just need to know what happens. Jo's easily one of my favourite characters of the year. And the next one I want to finish, well, probably not finish in this one's case, but carry on with, is the first book in the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin, Game of Thrones. And I've started this one and I've not got all that far into it, but I've got that Kindle edition where all the books that are currently out have been shoved into one edition, and so my percentages for the entire series, not just the one book. So it's still showing me at 1% done on my Kindle, and it's a bit depressing, to be honest. So I'm hoping I hit 2% soon, because I don't feel like I'm making some sort of progress, because I have been reading it. If you've been wondering why I've not been updating my Goodreads, I have been reading it, I just haven't changed percentage. And I've been reading and reading, and it's just a 1%. The third book I want to finish up in the month of December is The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. This is a short story, and it's the first thing I've actually bothered reading by her. I got this one off NetGalley as well, although I do own Gone Girl, etc, etc. I own all of her books. It's just, I felt like reading something short, and I realised that I'd got this still sitting around. I was like, that's perfect. This is going to make a perfect quick read for me. In fact, I'm probably going to go and finish reading it when I've finished filming this video. I'm just really enjoying my psychological thrillers. They're just my complete cup of tea. Then the next book I want to read is The Queen Bee and Homecoming King, and this is the third and final book in the Queen Bee trilogy by Krista McHugh. I read the first one around June or July time, the second one when it came out around September, and now this one came out at the beginning of December, and I'm so excited. I feel like I really shouldn't be enjoying this series as much as I am. It's very immature, very YA, typical high school. I don't want to use the word crap, but you get what I mean. And it's just, it's not brilliant, but you know when you just need a really light, fluffy, just bit of entertainment reading? That's exactly what this book, this series even, is for me. And I've been flying through all of them, so I'm sure when I pick this one up, I will fly through it in a day or two. Then I have 3 NetGalley books that are all due to be published in the month of December, so I'm going to try and get all 3 of those read this month. And they are Sacrificing Virgins by John Everson, Where Lemons Bloom, I've not wrote down the author, hit me over the head. I can't believe I haven't wrote down the author. Anyway, by someone. The picture of the book will be there by this point, so you'll know who it is. I'm just sat here feeling silly. And then The Silver Witch by Paula Braxton, and I can't remember what any of those are about, so there's no point me even trying to give you a quick summary. And then I want to try and sort out my TBR bucket a bit. Every month I've been picking out a book, and it's been one that I've not been overly keen on, and as a result I've actually not bothered picking the book up. So I'm starting an intervention with myself to get my bucket picks sorted. Obviously the bucket is beyond fixing. There's hundreds and hundreds of books in there, and that's going to be a problem for years. But what I can do is start reading the actual books that I've been picking instead of just avoiding them. So the way I'm going to solve this is every month I'm going to pick up a book that I've already picked out of the bucket that's a standalone, and I'm also going to read a book from one of the series. I've picked out 2 series. One's some sort of thriller series, I can't really remember exactly what it's about, and the other is the Gone series by Michael Grant. So this month I've decided to go for the standalone book of The Highwayman's Daughter by Henriette Guyland. Henrietta? I've just butchered this name, haven't I? And the other book I'm going to pick up is Gone by Michael Grant, the very first book in the series. And I'm just gonna see how I get on with these. I'm not gonna put on all the pressure to catch up on all of my picks at once, but we'll just do it like this, 2 at a time, plus the one that I pick out each month. And if I don't want to read the one that I pick out each month, then I have to read a different one that I've still got from a previous month. That's how I'm going to work it, and that's how I'm going to get them done. So with that said, I'm going to pick a... Oh, 2 just jumped out. We'll put those back in, because if just one had jumped out, I'd have picked it, but 2 is just no. Right, so I've already mixed these up, and also I managed to knock them on the floor before filming this video, so I've remixed them up again by accident. So I've not digged too deep on this one. I've heard of this one. I remember actually buying this one. I can't remember what it's about, but I remember this one. It's still from the original batch of over 700 books that I put in originally. And this one is Custard Tarts and Broken Hearts by Mary Gibson. So, looks like I'm either picking that up or switching it out with one of the ones that are already on my Kindle. Either way, I'm going to read 3 books from my bucket picks this month. And the final book I want to read is a book from my birthday book haul. Now, I was looking at my birthday books the other day, just thinking, I feel really bad that I've not picked any of them up yet. A lot of them were gifts, and I've not touched them. So I'm going to do something about that, and I'm going to read one every month. And this month, of course, I've decided to read this one. For no other reason than because Christmas wouldn't be complete without a bit of Harry Potter. These books always have a really Christmassy feel about them, and so I've decided what better way to spend a nice Christmas evening by the tree with my hot chocolate or maybe some mulled wine than with this beautiful, beautiful book. Beautiful. Why can't I find a beautiful image right now to back up my beautifulness? I just keep saying beautiful. How about my guide to trolls? There we are. So I'm really so looking forward to that book. Now, you may have noticed that I've not put any audiobooks on this month, and that's because I think I'm going to be listening to that much Christmas music. I don't want to commit myself to trying to finish a single audiobook. I'm hoping I will. I just don't want the pressure on myself since I'm already trying to sort out my TBR bucket. We'll leave it at that for now. So, yeah. That is my plan for this month. Please let me know what you plan to read in the month of December, whether you're also going to pick up any of these books, whether you've read them and want to talk to me about them. Let me know what you think down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done already, because I'm still so close to that 200 mark. And it'd be so nice to hit 200 before Christmas. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.